After a year of sex scandals, you might think Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi would be tempted to distance himself from glamorous younger women. But true to form, he's chosen to do the exact opposite. Millions of Italians are voting in regional elections on Sunday, and Berlusconi's party has been accused of putting beauty before brains to win the support of voters. Claudio Lavanga reports.
It's the last day of campaigning for the regional elections in Italy, and Italia Caruso pays one last visit to her native town to rally some support. She's running for a seat in the local council, and she seems to be popular among the electorate. But she's less famous for her political manifesto and more for being a former Miss Italy hopeful and a TV presenter. She's only one of several entertainers with no experience in politics running for Silvio Berlusconi's party, prompting accusations that he's choosing beauty over brains.
I feel perfectly qualified for the job. I don't see why a beautiful woman with a past in show business shouldn't enter politics when she's a bit older and more mature. Not every politician was born and bred into politics.
Italia has good reasons to be hopeful. One of her inspirations is Mara Carfagna. She too ran for the title of Miss Italy and has a past as a model. This is her in 2003. Today, she's the Minister of Equal Opportunities, apparently without irony. No other candidate has attracted more criticism than Nicole Minetti. She's the dental hygienist who treated the Prime Minister after he was assaulted at the end of last year. She will be running in Berlusconi's ranks in the north of the country. The choice of similar candidates for the European elections in 2008 eventually led to the separation from his wife, who called the women shameless trash for the entertainment of the emperor. Journalist Tana de Zulueta says that this time they could cost him the election.
That's the way Berlusconi has exercised his mandate. That's what he thinks politics is about. It's a good show. In this case, it's been running for quite a while. And it's just possible Italians are tired of it. They might be asking for some more substantial answers.
Here in Rome, the city is covered with posters by candidates like these ones, but you'll have to look hard to find the face of Silvio Berlusconi. And that's quite unusual for a great communicator who based his whole political career on propaganda. Well, the criticism surrounding the beautiful candidates was only one of many setbacks that the Prime Minister suffered in the last few months, and his critics now say that he has become a liability for both his party and his government.
And Claudio is with us now live from Rome, so he's brought out all the hot women. Is that likely to work for him?
Well, not really. This is the choice of beautiful candidates is only one of the recent embarrassment and scandals that damaged his reputation lately. Apart from the candidates, he is still facing 2 corruption trials, and it was caused a great embarrassment by one of his representatives when they didn't manage to register the candidates for his party here in Rome and the region of Lazio in time, before the deadline. Also, he was accused in the last week of interfering with the media, and once again of censorship by influencing the media watchdog by ban all the political talk shows on television.
How have new media been able to get around this, which I believe they have been doing?
Yes, one of his main critics, journalist Michele Santoro, who is presenting the program called Anno Zero, he is one of the main targets, really, of Silvio Berlusconi. He wanted to get him off the air because he was always critical of him. He put this program, he brought it on the web, and it was a massive success with hundreds of thousands of viewers. He even got like 13% of the TV shares off all the programming that was airing on television, and that basically means that his plan, the plan of Berlusconi to ban his critics from television, has kind of backfired now that critics are playing his own game. At the end of the day, I mean, Silvio Berlusconi is a media tycoon who owns most of the Italian media. He is the owner of the 3 commercial channels. As a Prime Minister, he has direct influence on what airs on Rai Television, the national television. But this time, his plan seems to have backfired.
If it doesn't go well for Berlusconi, then what are the likely options? What's going to happen next?
Well, he keeps saying that it doesn't really matter how the voting is going to go. Nothing is going to change. He says, I still have 3 years on my mandate and I count on pushing forward the reforms. And he means the reforms on the judiciary, he always accuses the judges of plotting against him and to overthrow him. But one of the likely outcomes, if he performs very poorly, is that the parliament will call a vote of confidence. And if that doesn't go well, the president will dismiss the government, will install a technocratic government, and then call for new elections. But Silvio Berlusconi thinks that that's not going to happen.
Claudio, thanks for talking to us. Claudio Lavanga reporting live from Rome.